Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I'm just going to do a general oracle pull with our new oracle. I know I said I was going to do this one in April, but I thought might as well kind of work with it a little bit somehow every week, at least once. That's the plan if it's not going to be in regular rotation for all the generals and such. So we're going to be working with the Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle deck. Spirit does want this to be for a lot of placements. Hold on a second. All right, so check all the placements. Let's see, it is Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus, Pluto, Neptune, Jupiter, North Node, Saturn, and South Node as well. I notice there is at least one or two missing from this equation. So, but feel free to check any of your placements as you like, okay? But up to 12 placements only. Wait, hold on. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 placements, okay? So we're just going to do a dry run and see how this goes. I'm just going to make sure I get it nicely shuffled here. Bear with, because this is definitely a complex deck, all right? I'm excited. All right, let's get started. I'll timestamp down below as well, okay? We'll go Aries to Pisces. All right, Aries, and one of those 11 placements from the beginning. All right. Spirit, what do you have for our Aries placements at this time? All right, you have Equalizer, Highest Self. All right. Let me find it. Give me a moment. The page number might be significant as an identifier. 83. That breaks down to an 11, okay? Let me get there. There we go. Highest Self. When we hear this, we think focus, center, direct. And this is what the equalizer brings to your life. Here we see a glistening, milky-looking drip similar to honey. And as bees work together to make the precious honey, we know it is all for the queen. We see the honeycomb pattern deep within the card and what looks like a vortex at the center. This card is an alert to get focused. It's time to stop manifesting and start taking action on your manifestations. You already have everything you need, and you will know that this will pass. Some cultures believe our highest selves to give lessons we will have in this life once we inhabit our human form. This is so that we can evolve our consciousness back to the 7th dimensional realm where it resides. When this card appears for you, it is time to take one to the face, and that means a hard truth or loving accountability. The plant spirit to connect with this card is chamomile. So you might want to drink some tea, all right? It's actually really good before bedtime and to help you connect with your higher self as well, okay? There you go. Have a good one. Bye. All right, Taurus. Let's see what Spirit has for you in any of the 11 placements mentioned in the very beginning. Okay. So you might want to check as many as you feel inclined to do so, okay? Let's see. What do we have for Taurus, Spirit? All right. Oh, good. One came out. Omo, family. All right. That is on page 121, so that number may be significant to you. That breaks down to a 4. Eventually. Let me get there. In this card, we see the next 7 generations reflected in a mirror in their arms. The child spirit refracts into a multitude of future beings who have the wisdom of their ancestors. We who sit with the cards today. The couple has a look of grace and confidence, knowing that they can change the perception of the world with the proper vehicles of delivery. The mirror is wrapped in cannabis leaves and flowers to showcase how this guide works through lifetimes. Crystals line the bottom of the mirror, and we see the fruition of the future self card. Ooh. The sun and the moon are carved into the frame to showcase how the future will be full of light, yet will still have some dark days only illuminated by the moon. Omo appears when the subject of family comes up and reminds you that we are all born with a family. They may not be exactly who we wanted, but they are who we need to evolve from this human experience. Okay? Follow your placements. Bye. All right, Gemini. One of these 11 placements mentioned in the beginning. Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus, Pluto, Neptune, Jupiter, North Node, Saturn, South Node. What do you have for Geminis today, Spirit? All right, please and thank you. You have silent retreat. Silence. Love the hair. All right. I'm also going to read you the page number it's on, because that's how I have to go with this deck. I have to go to the card index here. The number may be significant to you. 67, which breaks down to a 13, which breaks down to a 4. Okay. Those numbers may be significant to you at this time. All right. Silent retreat. Silence. The quote for this card is, "My heart is open to receiving and giving love as I transform my inner world, so my outer world reflects." This is the card that will keep showing up if you do not listen. Uh-oh. The figure in this card sits with legs crossed and headphones on, and a contented smile on their face. The heart space radiates out a bright green color, and you feel a calming presence wash over you, maybe watch too, as you silence yourself. The silent retreat is a lesson in physical strength like no other. You must tame your tongue and resist the need to correct, explain, or detail. When this card comes to you, it is important to see where you may be talking too much. Remaining silent will bring you more alignment. The crystal pairing on this card is watermelon tourmaline. Love it. Okay, so you might want to work with that in some way, shape, or form, okay? You can probably follow some videos on that one too. There might be a bunch of activations with watermelon tourmaline for you if you can't have access to the crystal itself, okay? Bye. Check your other placements. All right, Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus, Pluto, Neptune, Jupiter, North Node, Saturn, South Node placements. What do we have for our Cancerians today, Spirit? All right. You have future love letter. I love you. All right. And it would look to yourself, right? Self-love might be needed here. I'm going to read you the page number. That number may be significant to you at this time. Let me just find it. Number 72, which breaks down to a 9, okay? Those numbers may be significant to you at this time. The quote on this card, "I'm incredibly lucky to have plenty of money to spare." That's a good manifestation right there, all right? Your crystal pairing for this is jade, okay? So even if you can't get jade right now or have jade available, you might want to try go find some videos about jade activation crystal, okay? On YouTube. I know some folks do that kind of stuff, okay? Jade will be significant right now. Imagine every moment that your future self is looking at your present moment and saying, "Yes, you've got this. Don't give up. Something amazing is right around the corner." Well, that's exactly what they're doing. And you can bet that your future self is already smiling as you pull this card. The card holds a mirror with a journal placed atop. You see an opportunity to bring yourself some clarity, and you are encouraged to write as that future self. When this card appears, it reminds you to write a letter of encouragement from your future self. To journal deeply, write a letter to yourself from 5 years in the future, 15 years in the future, and 25 years in the future. This card emerges at a time when you are ready to pause and reflect on what the mirror has shown up to this point in time. Okay? There you go. Have a good one. Bye. All right, Leos. Any of those placements mentioned in the beginning? Spirit, what do you have for Leos at this time? Please and thank you. All right. Ooh, I love it. This is Kadamarwa, initiation. This is the Hangman inspirational card of this deck, okay? It's all about change in perspective. Let me find its location here. Okay, it's on page 44. 44 or 8 might be significant to you at this time. Where are we? There we are. Okay. Kadamarwa appears upside down, hanging from a sturdy cannabis plant root. This suggests she is channeling through her feet rather than her crown. Her hands are unseen and her face is serene and graceful. It is time to accept yourself for who you are and where you are and who you are in this life. The woman is tied up with an added shibari element to represent surrender and that she is accepting of this period of reflection. Kadamarwa appears when you need to flip your perspective. Stand on your head, invert, simply get upside down, and then look at the present moment. Are you noticing things you haven't seen before? You are independent, and sometimes that means following your heart despite what people may think of you. Kadamarwa expresses that it's okay to be vulnerable sometimes. Perhaps you are living according to the expectations of mentors in your life instead of living life firsthand. It is time to return to sapsa, and take responsibility for the vibrations you're sending out. Sapsa, I think, is your inner force, right? Sort of like your chi, your energy, okay? This card can also appear when you are being too hard on yourself. Surrender brings many rewards. If Kadamarwa appears to you, it is time to ask the following. Can I see this issue from another perspective? Okay? So to gain more insight, follow your other placements, okay? Bye. All right, Virgo and all those placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus, Pluto, Neptune, Jupiter, North Node, Saturn, and South Node. All right. Okay. It's a mouthful, I know. Spirit, what do you have for Virgos at this time? Still a very stiff deck, even after all these. All right, here we go. And we have creation solo magic. Ooh, love it, love it, love it. Get a sense of needing to be in waters right now, having things flow to you, kind of relaxing. Also sort of has a bit of that hangman vibe to it. Maybe there's some perspective, all right? All right, it's not in order in the book, so I have to look at the card index. It's on page 68, which is 14, which breaks down to 4. So any of those numbers might be significant to you at this time. Let me find it. There we are. The quote on this card: I flow through life on the waves of nurturing waters. I ride in peace with myself and the love surrounding me. The crystal pairing for this card is Sodalite, okay? So if you don't have access to Sodalite, you can probably find like a crystal activation video on YouTube somewhere. Just look for Sodalite. Sodalite, okay? Creation energy is the energy of self-love and pleasure. The figure in this card raises their hands while water flows upward, all around them and into the sky. This card shows itself when you need to give yourself some tender, loving care. Maybe that looks like a spa day, a massage, retail therapy, or simply staying in bed doing what you want. This card asks you to take time for yourself away from busy work, family, friends, and loved ones who expect you to be available. It is okay to reschedule that meeting or cancel that lunch for your reality. Be mindful and resist the temptation to fall into creation energy alone as part of a routine. We all live on this living being together as an earth, right? Okay. There you go. Hopefully that helps. Follow your other placements. Bye. All right, Libra, and a lot of placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus, Pluto, Neptune, Jupiter, North Node, Saturn, and South Node. Luckily, these are pretty quick. All right, so whichever order you want to go in, whatever you feel guided to do next, all right? You can get some more insight with it. Oh, boy. All right. Spirit, please and thank you. One more for Libra. What is the guidance for the day, for the week, for whatever at this time? All right. Ooh, cool. All right, you have hood love, community. And the guy is holding this card's Wheel of Fortune in his hands with hood love. I love that. Okay, that's great. Great, great, great. All right. We need the index for this. Hood love. The page number might be significant to you as an identifier. It's page 114. That might be significant. November, April, January. Okay, something like that. That breaks down to 15, which breaks down to 6. Okay. All right. Hood love stands with his fists out, and the gold rings on his fingers spell out his name. Energy is the form of wisdom radiating out from his hands into the ether. The golden sphere from Arziki Dabaran, and I do believe that's the name of the Wheel of Fortune card, is glowing in his hands, indicating that whatever you touch is going to be fruitful. But you will have to believe in yourself before anyone else will. If this card appears, it's time to find the community and support you deserve. We are communal beings and benefit from being around others who understand this. The lone wolf doesn't survive as it would in the pack. Although you may feel alone, there are unseen forces that are supporting you in the ether. Have you met your neighbors? Do you really know more of your neighborhood? Are your first memories of your neighborhood good ones or ones surrounded by fear? Sit with those memories and retell the story that empowers and leaves you feeling an elevated emotion, such as gratitude. Love it. There you go. Follow your other placements, all right? Bye. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus, Pluto, Neptune, Jupiter, North Node, Saturn, and South Node, all right? What energy do you have for Scorpios today? This time, Spirit, please and thank you. This deck is so thick. It literally wanted to pop out 4, but we're not doing that. We're just doing the top one. It's only because it's not like fully like shuffled totally well. Still hasn't got my grease on it. Ooh, Libra just got the middle section of this card. So Libra might be significant to you. Arziki Dabaran, gratitude. All right, page number may be significant as a number for you at this time. Arziki Dabaran. There you are. It's page number 40, okay? Which breaks down to a 4. All right. Arziki Dabaran measures the variables of energy coming from you. This wheel resembles the teachings of the cosmograms and medicine wheel. Following the sun, we enter the wheel in the east and exit the wheel in the west. The north and south represent our ascension and descension within the extremes of the wheel vortex. The oracle of rebirth rises on one side of the wheel, as the oracle of chaos rides down the other, showing that not always will you want a situation to last, and vice versa, but that is the cycle of life. So this is a lot like the Wheel of Fortune card of the Tarot, right? Life is a constant change in luck, relationships, finances, homes, and lifestyle. How you react to change is the key here. Do you fall into chaos or do you rise? When this card emerges, it reminds you that each event in your life could be a blessing. Maybe you just got through your dark night of the soul, and this card is a reassurance that the sun is shining. You are loved, guided, and protected in all ways. Always. 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 Okay. If Arziki Dabaran has come into your spread today, ask yourself, how do I react to change? Do I meet opportunities when presented with them, or do I make excuses to resist the change? Okay, so follow your next placement, whichever you feel guided to, for more guidance on that, okay? That may lead in a little heads up as to your situation or the energy around you, all right? Bye. All right, for our Sagittarius, Spirit, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus, Pluto, Neptune, Jupiter, North Node, Saturn, and South Node. What's going on for our Saggies? What's happening at this time? I never really see this. All right, you have food meditation. I can. Ooh, all right. Page number might be significant to you as a number, an identifier. Let me find it. Hold on. Right, it's on page 73. So 73 might be significant to you. It does break down to a 10. 10s are endings, which broken down further is a 1, new beginnings, right? Okay. But those numbers could be significant to you at this time. 73, 10, or 1. There you are. Oh, nice. The quote on this card: I am a conduit for prosperity. I receive inspiration from the smallest acts. There is a crystal pairing with this card as well, and that's the fire opal, okay? So even if you don't have that in your possession, you can probably find a YouTube video with an activation while you do this type of meditation if you like, okay? Even if it's just visualizing fire opal, okay? The smallest act today will ripple out and dynamically cast your journey into alignment. Our bodies are biocomputers, which need certain inputs of code to be high performing. Find something no smaller than a grape and no larger than a strawberry. Ooh, this is an interesting homework assignment. Take one small bite out of it and let it sit in your mouth for 10 seconds before you chew. These seconds will touch beyond your taste buds and bring more awareness to how powerful your mouth is. You can create prosperity in your life, but you can easily speak it away. Be mindful of what you put into your mouth and what comes out. Ooh, so this has a couple things I'm picking up on already. Maybe some throat chakra kind of alignment, right? I'm also sensing maybe some clairgustance as a clair coming through for you, as well as clairaudience, okay? So maybe both, all right? If this card is accompanied by the Cannabis suite, which we have yet to see, and might in one of your other placements, I'm not sure which ones those are, so you might want to definitely check your others. Your guides may be trying to reach you about something important you need to lighten up. All right, let me actually find out which cards are in this Cannabis suite for you. All right. Give me a second here. Let's see if there's any. I gotta find them. Hold on, guys. This book's a little challenging. All right. Spirit, Alchemy, Wizard, Hermetic, Abracadabra, Conjuring. Oh, Equalizer did come up. I think that was either Aries or Taurus. It was in the very beginning. Witch, Magic, Enchantment, Sorcery. And that's it so far, okay? But it could pop up in Capricorn, Aquarius, or Pisces as well, all right? So there you go. Have a good one. Bye. All right, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus, Pluto, Neptune, Jupiter, North Node, Saturn, and South Node. Luckily, all these are pretty quick, so follow all your placements, all right, for more insight and guidance. There's a lot of good stuff here. Interesting combinations. I love it. Should be very helpful. All right. Spirit, for our Cappies, what do we have? Any of those placements? All right. We have Creation Partnered. Sex Magic. Okay, let me find the page on it. The number may be significant to you. 69. As you can see on the card, right? All right, 69 might be significant to you. That breaks down to 15, which breaks down to a 6. Okay. Clever. Very clever. All right. The quote on this card is, I integrate and accept change, and I align with the cycles of life. The crystal pairing for this card is fluorite. Okay, so if you don't have fluorite, check out any crystal activations with fluorite on YouTube, okay? Or maybe just get a picture of it and try to visualize it, all right? This card emerges when you need to collaborate. Each person has one hand hidden so as to not show all their cards. Ooh, that's clever. Oh, they almost look intertwined too. Okay. It's as if they have talents they do not know of because they only emerge when working together. Partnered energy is powerful, whether it is love, friendship, or business. When you combine your intention with someone else's intention, and the two are aligned, working in tune with your intention, the results are magnified. Just because you've known someone forever doesn't mean you can't give new people a chance. Be open and honest with yourself and how you feel about collaboration. More often than not, if you have a problem with the partnership, it's a reflection of your inner struggle. Return to creation energy, solo magic, if this card continues to appear. All right. So you might want to check the one that had the creation energy solo magic card. And I forget who had that. I think it was Virgo. So you might want to go check, okay? It's definitely one of the other ones before you. It's either Leo, Virgo, Libra, or Scorpio might have had it, okay? It's one of those. Have a good one. Bye. All right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus, Pluto, Neptune, Jupiter, North Node, Saturn, South Node placements. Luckily, these are so quick. But they'll give you a good sense of your bigger picture, okay? All right. For Aquarius, it's starting to loosen up finally a little bit. Still a very thick deck, though. 78 cards. All right. What do we have here? Ooh, nice. I like this. I think I pulled this for myself the other day, trying it out. You have walking meditation. Just go. All right. I'm going to read you the page number 2. The number may be significant for you. It is page number 66, which breaks down to a 12, which breaks down to a 3. So 66, 12, and 3 may be significant to you at this time. All right. The quote on this card, I attract good fortune like bees to honey. I am grateful for my blessings. The crystal pairing for this card, it's in this suite. We've gotten a lot of cards from this suite as well, is peridot, okay? So you might want to either get peridot, get a picture of peridot to visualize on, or find an activation video on YouTube somewhere. Something having to do with peridot, okay? You are ready to take it all in. What was taking shape in the cloud meditation has now shown you the path to take with courage. Now, we haven't gotten cloud meditation yet, okay? But it may show up with Pisces. This card reminds us that when we need to walk it off, it's because we are better aligned to gain momentum in our lives when we put our bodies into motion. To break out of our habitual patterns of the past, we need to walk into our future. When we run on autopilot, the body becomes the mind, and we know when the body is the mind, we are not in the present. Think of your future reality like it already exists in the quantum field. Find a place in nature where you will be focused and in tune with your surroundings and walk it out. Broadcast an electromagnetic signal of your intent for the day, and believe that because you are creating in a quantum field, it has already happened, because it has. All right, there you go. Follow your other placements. Bye. All right, last but certainly not least is Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus, Pluto, Neptune, Jupiter, North Node, South Node, and Saturn spirit placements. Luckily, these are very quick. I like that. So feel whatever order you want to go in with your placements, okay? Let's see what comes out for you, Pisces. And I will also read the page number it's on in the index, since that's how I'm going to have to find the card in the book. So the numbers may be significant to you as well at this time. It could be just signs, synchronicities, favorite numbers, confirmation numbers, identifiers, that sort of thing, okay? All right, Pisces, please. Oh, and the cat needs my attention, apparently. That may be significant. Ooh, Aquarius just got this. Walking meditation. Just go. Keep putting it too far away. That is on page 66. 66 might be significant to you at this time, as is 12 or 3, okay? All right. The quote on this card, I attract good fortune like bees to honey. I am grateful for my blessings. The crystal pairing to this card is peridot, and like I told Aquarius, okay? Either find a picture of it if you don't actually have the crystal, okay? Maybe you can put a picture of it in your pocket as you do this, or just meditate on it, right? Visualize it, okay? There's also crystal activations on YouTube you can find too. So look for peridot. Peridot. Okay? You are ready to take it all in. What was taking shape in the cloud meditation has now shown you the path to take with courage. And so far, nobody's gotten that card. So, all right. This card reminds us that when we need to walk it off, it's because we are better aligned to gain momentum in our lives when we put our bodies into motion. So do stuff, right? Especially like with a walking meditation, that's what it's really good for. It also kind of gets your auric energetic juices moving and grooving so they don't become stagnant and heavy, right? To break out of our habitual patterns of the past, we need to walk into our future. When we run on autopilot, the body becomes the mind. And we know when the body is the mind, we are not in the present. Think of your future reality like it already exists in the quantum field. Find a place in nature where you will be focused and in tune with your surroundings and walk it out. Broadcast an electromagnetic signal of your intent for the day. Believe that because you are creating in a quantum field, it has already happened because it has. Now, I know this suggests a foresty kind of situation, okay? Because you're a water sign, maybe aim for lakeside, riverside, streamside, oceanside, okay? Lakeside, something like that, right? Waterfall side. And maybe kind of focus on something like that involves water for you. That would be extremely healing at this time, okay? Have a good one. Bye.